Hello, I am Professor Adrian Ryans of IMD, the leading international business school based in Lausanne, Switzerland. Thank you for downloading this videocast, which covers material on my research on beating low-cost competition. In this videocast, we will study how low-cost competitors do what they do best, delivering good enough products and services at very low prices. This videocast is one of a series of 6 videocasts designed to help you and your company understand and respond to low-cost competition in your industry. For further information on the series, please go to this URL. Great low-cost competitors do more than produce cheap products in low-cost countries. They start by questioning every element of the way traditional companies operate and market and sell their products. In fact, they often do the exact opposite. They usually have very simple and easier to understand value propositions. They definitely avoid complexity at all costs. They often break through the communication clutter with simple messages delivered in unusual ways that attract free media publicity. If you think being a low-cost company is easy, let me correct you right now. Being low-cost demands focus, effort, and discipline, particularly in companies having thousands of employees. It is more like a religion than a strategy. It must permeate every element of a company's strategy and operations. Let's take a look at a couple of exceptional examples and then try to draw some more general conclusions.
Low-cost airlines started in 1972 in the United States with a regional airline called Southwest Airlines. But it was Ryanair in Europe that really developed and extended the Southwest low-cost model. In many recent years, Ryanair has been the most profitable airline in the world, using net income as a percentage of sales as the metric. Among its biggest cost killers were flying only one type of aircraft. Just reflect how smart this is. Simpler pilot and crew training, lower maintenance costs, tremendous purchasing leverage with the manufacturer, and more. Flying to secondary airports, or even encouraging communities to establish new airports. Sometimes Ryanair is even paid to fly to a particular airport and open new routes because this creates local jobs. Using smaller airports is cheaper because of low landing fees and ground costs, and it speeds up plane turnarounds so that Ryanair can squeeze in more flights per day for each plane. Provocative advertising and public relations, featuring at times the Pope, Saddam Hussein, and President Sarkozy of France. If the target screams in protest or sues Ryanair, all the better. Threaten to charge for using the toilet on the plane and you get worldwide attention. In all these cases, the mainstream media will pick up the story and spread the Ryanair buzz. Not listening to its customers and eliminating such frills as assigned seating, free snacks, free checked bags, check-in at the airport, and so on. Customers complained, but they responded very positively to the lower prices that the cost-cutting allowed Ryanair to deliver. All these moves dramatically reduced complexity and cost. Ryanair has also been very aggressive about building ancillary revenues from such sources as Hertz rental cars, food and beverages on the plane, mobile phone charges, and more.
Let's go shopping now and see how low-cost giants such as Aldi, which operates in Europe, the United States and Australia, and Lidl, which focuses on Europe, play the grocery game.
Both generate industry-leading financial results in terms of returns on invested capital. Here is how they do it. Most of the products sold are their own brands, not national brands. They borrow with pride by shamelessly copying the most successful branded products and then selling them at substantially lower prices. They have a very limited number of products or stock-keeping units in their stores, thus reducing floor space requirements. The mantra is one need, one product. 1 jar of strawberry jam or 1 tub of smooth peanut butter. This speeds up the shopping process for the consumer. Their products are presented in their shopping cartons or pallets, thus reducing in-store labor. Everything is pre-packaged by suppliers and is self-service, so there are no deli, fish, or meat counters which require labor. They leverage their huge purchasing power to extract very attractive prices from suppliers.
So what can we learn from these airline and grocery retailing examples? I would emphasize 6 key learning points.
Question every aspect of the traditional business model. Can you change the traditional process? Can you squeeze an additional cent from that supplier or that customer? Don't always provide what the customers say they want. Consumers would never ask for only one brand and size of strawberry jam or no checked luggage, but if you do that and you lower the price, many customers will buy, perhaps complaining a bit as they do. Have simple value propositions. Naturally, for most low-cost players, this includes having a low price, but almost always the low-cost players provide additional benefits. By reducing choice, Aldi and Lidl offer a faster shopping trip. By using uncongested secondary airports, Ryanair is the most punctual airline in Europe. Avoid complexity. Remember that on your side, complexity adds expense and slows things down. And on the customer side, consumers are willing to do a lot for themselves, if it saves them money. Adopt appropriate, sometimes tongue-in-cheek or even provocative communication, and let word of mouth and the traditional media spread it. Have the courage of making significant price drops. Believe in the effect of price elasticity on market demand. We hope that you have found this videocast useful. Should you have any questions or comments, please contact us at this email. Additionally, thank you for spreading the word about this series to your friends and colleagues.
Thank you once again, and good luck in your low-cost ventures.